All right, we're doing this. We're doing this.
Bro, six episodes.
Seven or six? That was six.
Bro.
6, 7. Bro.
Probably, I don't know, bro.
I think this is our 6th. Damn, welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to Sway Talk, 6th episode in. We're doing it. We're doing it, guys. Every week we've been posting. I hope you guys been enjoying the videos and hope you guys been into the topics that we talk about, and I hope that you guys can relate to what we talk about. And, feel free to comment, like, share, subscribe. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are interested, Like, if you're watching this, make sure you check. If you haven't subscribed, we would appreciate if you guys subscribe to the channel. So, yeah. How you been, bro?
I'm good, bro. Bro, I'm good.
What did we just do today, bro?
Bro, what?
Tell them a little bit of what we did.
What didn't we do today, bro?
We are in the World Cup, season right now.
Yeah, and
We've
it's
been
crazy
watching the World
because
Cup.
I feel like this is the first time in my life I can actually enjoy it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's my thing. Porque in other years, I was always too busy. I remember there was one time where the games were at 2 or 3 in the morning, bro.
Yeah.
Remember that?
I remember in 2022, I would have to wake up at 4 or 5 in the morning to watch them, bro.
Crazy.
So in 2022, you weren't really into the games like that?
Let me see. I was into it, but 2022,
Yeah.
but not enough
Not
so I
as
can
much.
remember. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not as much. No, I feel like I'm enjoying this year a little bit more for some reason. I don't even know.
Yeah,
I don't know how to
right.
explain it.
Especially
Yeah.
today.
Yeah,
Especially today because we went to something called the watch party,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Where a whole bunch of people get together and just watch.
Exactly, bro. Okay, wait. Let me tell them a little bit of my experience, because my expectations were it was gonna be crazy and all of that. I thought it was gonna be a lot of people just cheering and all that. But to be honest, I was not expecting the craziness that we experienced today. I got hit with a glass bottle.
Yep.
I got hit in my back. I was over here covering myself. Yeah, bro. It was crazy.
It was crazy. Yeah, and I think some of it had to be because it was a Mexico game. It was Mexico versus who was it?
Ecuador. Yeah.
And bro, usually, the different types of crowds, right?
Yeah.
But I think all crowds are like that, right?
Honestly, I feel like Mexicans go harder when it's their team.
The area we went to is very, very highly Mexican.
Yeah.
So maybe también that had a lot to do with it. Because usually, I scroll on TikTok, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, it must be fun going to a watch party. People throwing people in the air. There's games. And so I'm like, oh, that seems like fun. But bro, being in it today, every time they scored a goal, bro, I was like, what is this liquid that is falling? Is it water? Is it beer? Is it blood? What is it?
So, my bad, go ahead.
And it was beer. We don't drink or anything, but we were like, oh, that stinks.
Bro, so every time that Mexico would score, they would throw beer all over the place. We would get beer all over us.
And we were next to a fountain.
Oh yeah,
too,
we were next to a big fountain, and they kept throwing water at us. And then people were getting mad at each other. So it was a mixture of people fighting, arguing, people just throwing stuff. They would throw whatever. And then they were getting drunk too. So it was.
You know what's funny, bro? I was thinking damn, I wish I could take my son Seth to experience a watch party and having people scream. But after today, I'm like, nah.
Plus, you saw that little girl crying, bro.
Yeah, the little girl. There was a little girl next to us. She was kind of scared. She was 5, 6 or whatever. Yeah. And then I was just like, nah, I'm good.
No,
I'm good.
Exactly. It was an experience though that I really enjoyed. I would love to go see Argentina though, because that's my team.
Yeah. And that's the cool thing about Argentina because today it was mostly Mexican. Right? But I feel like Argentina, it's more like a universally supported team
because of Messi.
Yeah, because of Messi and stuff. Yeah. So we might see more
definitely
different type of crowd.
Something funny, bro, that we were talking about it, right? Is it was Mexico versus Ecuador, but there was more Guatemalans than Ecuadorian, Ecuatorianos. There was more Guatemalans.
Yeah, that's funny, right?
Funny.
Yeah, the area we went to is also very highly Guatemalan. Yeah. So, I mean, you see people, that's the cool thing and the beauty about soccer, right? It brings people together, but it's just funny how, when you see people with a specific jersey, you're like, oh, he must be from Mexico. As soon as you hear him talk, you're like, that guy
is Guatemala.
That guy is not from Mexico.
No,
Heck of funny,
but
bro.
it's funny because I was going for Ecuador, right? And then like in the inside, I was like try not to cheer too loud. But yeah, I was just
You're like, yes.
yeah, I know. Every time like we almost made a goal.
Yeah, and then
But it
like there was a
good.
whole bunch of Mexican people
Yeah.
around us. So like even if we weren't like going for
Yeah.
Ecuador, we were like, we don't want to get thrown. And they were like cussing and
No,
like throwing and
yeah,
stuff. So we were like,
exactly.
we don't want to get these Mexicans
No,
mad.
yeah, it was
or
it was
Guatemalans
fun.
mad.
I know exactly. No, it was fun. It was definitely a good experience. Something that I would recommend if you guys haven't done it. Just be careful because there's fights and people get crazy.
Yeah,
But
and be safe. You always want
Yeah.
to be safe, and the one thing too, like bring comfortable shoes. Expect to like stand for a very long time, and that's the part that I didn't like too because we were expecting the game to start at 6.
Yeah.
but then it started at 7.
It started
so
at 7, so we had to wait another hour.
Another hour, yeah.
But something that I didn't expect, bro, were people like bringing full-on tables with food and chairs.
That looked enjoyable.
I did not expect that. Yeah.
because there was an area in the front where I guess people got there early enough.
Yeah.
They could set up chairs, bring chips, and that'll be a nice experience.
it would.
If you sit up more closer to the front, because I felt like the route of people were mostly
In
towards the back. Yeah, but
That's
it was
where
fun, bro.
The crazy stuff was going on.
It was really
was
fun,
nice,
bro.
bro.
But yeah, I mean,
We'll see what happens.
thankfully today that's something we got to experience.
Yeah, definitely.
And now we're just like, all right, let's chill for a while, and the next important game is on. Well, for us at least, is on Friday.
On Friday at Argentina, bro.
Yeah.
With Cabo Verde. We'll see how it goes, bro.
Well,
Hey,
hopefully
but talk to me
good,
how you been besides that? How's
bro.
life?
Aside from that,
Oh, bro,
man,
the
tell me.
Tesla. You got a
Oh
Tesla.
yeah, bro.
You got a
Fíjate que.
Well, I don't know if you wanted to tell them, but
It's too late now, bro. No, you know what's cool though?
Yeah.
It goes right on the topic of today, bro.
Yeah.
We're like today we wanted to talk more about like goals and like the type of stuff we need to do that. And I was just thinking, okay, so with me in my little season I'm in right now, my motivation is comfort for my kids. Right. As a single dad, I want to make sure every time they're with me, it's like, okay, focus on you. And bro, can I open up?
Go open up.
Can I open up, bro?
Open up,
okay,
bro.
check it out. So
please open up,
bro. So like in a separation, you lose a lot of time, a lot of assets, a lot. There's just stuff that's gone like that,
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
And it takes some time to get used to.
Yeah.
And one of them was like the comfort of having your own like transportation, right?
True.
And bro, so like after like after car, because I used to work for Uber, and then I used to drive a lot, so I used to rent cars from Uber, so I could drive them, right? And I was like, oh, these are nice cars, but the back of my mind, I was like, nah, this is not mine. This is not mine.
Plus you were paying a lot, right? Like
I was paying too much. Gracias a Dios, God always provided, but it just felt like I was throwing my money away for something that's not mine.
Yeah.
But the reason I say all this is because I know somebody out there may be going through something, and it's cool to now from this point of view, this perspective is like, okay, like if you're faithful to God and faithful, and the cool thing that I noticed is that once you start like getting closer to God, all of a sudden you start managing things better. Like you start managing time better, you start managing your health better. And one of the biggest things is managing money.
True.
So then once I started managing money better, I was like, oh, okay, like there's this and that, like, okay, me falta esto, so I could get, like, it just started organizing a lot better. With the focus in mind, okay, my kids, and one of them was the car, right?
Yeah.
And like for a long time, I was using different types of cars, good cars, bad cars. And the recent car before this one, I didn't have any Bluetooth, any radio. It was tiny.
It was a little car.
It was a tiny car. And then my kids were like, hey, Dad, can we listen to, because they were already used to, hey, can we listen to Coco? Can we listen to Disney songs?
Yeah.
And like as a dad, I was like, I know it's something like minimal, but I was like, bro, like I wish I could give them whatever they wanted. And bro, like now with this new car, I'm like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Like it's a comfortable car. It's a nice car. Gracias a Dios, like God moved a lot of stuff, so I was able to get it. And then like the crazy thing is like now, like I can warm up the seats for them or make sure they're comfortable with like games or like, the songs they want. And then like, I look at that, I'm like, damn, that's crazy how like as you're faithful with like certain things and then learn from certain situations, God is like, okay, here's another opportunity. Now you have this wisdom that I gave you because you went through the hard time. Now just try to make sure you're good with this car, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, thank God. So, bro, it's like, and it's crazy thing because I've maybe bought like 3 or 4 cars in my whole life, and from like, being, but this is the first car I can actually like enjoy, because I was never the type of guy like, oh, let me buy rims, let me buy this. But I feel like for this time, it's like, okay, let me enjoy it a little bit more.
Yeah, you want to add stuff.
But like, it's like the different goals we have. A lot of times it may seem like, oh my God, unreachable.
Yeah.
But bro, when I got the text message from that la señora esa, hey, I just got this car, and if you're ready, all the paperwork done, bro. Literally, I woke up that day not thinking anything about anything.
Yeah.
Right? I was just like, bueno, God, typical Thursday, let me organize my classes. I got that text message.
Damn.
She was like, here's a link. Boom, boom, boom. En cuestión de 15 minutos, she was like, hey, the car's are ready to get picked up.
Yeah, and you went with your kids, right?
Yeah.
And you asked her to have a ribbon on top.
And that's the cool thing too. I was like,
nice.
okay, I gotta I want to make this special.
Yeah.
Not only for me, but like also for the kids, right? They're old enough so they can experience it. So, gracias a Dios, like we went to the place. My sister took me, and it was a nice experience. You know what I mean? Like, oh, thank God. This is like the beginning of something great that I can share with my kids.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But
it's crazy because it's like you first have to go through a test, then you have to understand like, okay, what do I need to learn from this? And then you reap the like the rewards of what God has for you. But it's like a lot of the times people compare themselves like, damn, like okay, like I'm going through this problem, but this person already has this and I don't have it. But it's like you're in a different process of your life.
Yeah.
It's like you might got a new car, right? But somebody watching might be going through the process of maybe they got taken away their car, or they don't have things like things to buy. But it's like you have to go through that process that people don't see and learn from it. And then you enjoy whatever God has for you.
And that's the hard part, because nowadays people want stuff like this.
Like quicker,
Sí, yo quiero esto, I want this, I want to have that flashy stuff, which I get.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like just as fast as you can get it, you can lose it because of the mentality.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? And that's why you have a lot of lottery winners that like within 6 months they lose everything just because of their mentality.
Yeah, definitely.
And I feel like a huge part of like reaching goals and like striving for more, primero comienza con la mente.
Exacto.
A lot of people was like, oh, I wish I had more time, I wish I had more money, I wish I had more this. But changing the exterior portion is not going to change in here.
Exactly.
God could give you a whole bunch of stuff that you can easily lose in cuestión de días, meses, or whatever, because of your mentality. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what do you think, hermano Otto, what do you think is required for that spark of reaching goals? You know what I mean? Because I know a lot of people out there, I want to lose weight, I want to make money, I want to have my own business, I want to become a great father, whatever the case may be. I feel like there's like an X factor in the beginning of the process to make sure you're able to reach it, bro. Get comfy, bro. Tell me.
Check this out, bro.
I'm checking it out.
So, throughout my life, I've chased happiness and I've chased motivation and I've chased like that spark. But lately, bro, I've been in a state of my life in where I don't always feel happy, bro. I don't always feel motivated. I don't always feel that spark. And it's crazy because I was listening to a video, right, like a podcast, and this guy, he was talking about how you're not always going to be happy, and if you're trying to reach happiness, you're probably never gonna get there. He said, just do the stuff. Remember that thing that I told you last time? I was like, a lot of times we say, do what you're passionate about, do what you love. But most of the times it's like how do I say this? You don't make money by doing what you love or doing, like, how do I say, bro, my bad.
Are you good, bro?
I'm saying a bunch of nothing, bro.
Coffee or what? What's wrong? No, but I get you.
Okay, look. You do things because, like, for example, like, obviously if you start a business or whatever, it's because you want money, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like if somebody tells you right now, dig this hole, and every day I'm gonna give you $1,000 every day. Just dig this hole, and you're obviously gonna do it, right? But you're gonna do it with so much passion because you're getting money out of
the
it.
result.
Yeah, because of the result,
not the actual action itself.
Exactly, not the action itself. So a lot of people, and I'm taking it to myself, is like we try to find that spark. Like, okay, I'm gonna start this business because it makes sense to me and because it makes me happy, because I love it. But most of the times it doesn't work like that. It works more of like, okay, what are the results that this is gonna come out of? Like, am I gonna help somebody with this? Am I gonna be able to help myself, my family? Like, am I gonna make money out of this? And that result is what makes me enjoy the whole like experience of what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Bro, I know exactly what you mean, because a lot of people, they chase the feeling first.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, does this make me feel good? Do I have peace because of this? And tal vez en el principio you do have peace and you feel joy. Oh my God, I'm feeding my ego because I'm doing what I want. But at the end of the day, it sucks to put it as plain as this, but are you making money off of it?
Yeah, exactly.
Is your family reaping the rewards, or you're just working all the time?
Yeah.
Right? So llega un punto and you're like, wait, I like what I'm doing, but at home I have nothing to eat. I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have this. And then that's why people, they leave their businesses and then go get work.
Yeah.
Because they know they're gonna get money, right? Pero llega un punto donde you have to ask yourself, okay, I want the result to be X amount of money. Whatever that case may be. I want to make $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month. I want to make $1,000 a month. And then once you have that end goal in mind, what are you going to do to achieve that? Right? Because I hate to say everything's about money, but in a way, kind of is.
Because bro, I was thinking of this because I was like, imagine you don't have medical insurance, and like say like God forbid like somebody needs to go to the doctor. How are you gonna pay for that?
Yeah, and the access you have with the money.
Exactly. Right? So it's like if you don't have money, like how are you gonna be able to pay your like if you need to go to the dentist? Because I know a lot of people like, but for example, my dad, he never went to the dentist when he was like a kid or young because he didn't have the money for it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he had to like deal the consequences.
Yeah.
But it's
and it
like
gets more expensive.
It's
later,
more expensive. Right? So it's like a lot of the times like money like prohibits us from doing certain things. So what I say, bro, is like, don't wait for the spark to hit to get started. I say just get started, and the spark will come with.
It'll come, and that's the hard part, right?
Yeah, that's the hard part. Yeah.
What do you think the mentality should be? Hold on, wait, a little bit beforehand. Okay, I did hear this one speech that Jewish people.
Yeah.
They have a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
And for a person to have a lot of money, it's a lot of honor,
right? But
not because they have a bunch of money.
Yeah.
It's because to them, having a lot of money is a measurement of how many people they've helped. So for example, he was like, okay, for example, he said, I know one of my best Jewish friends. He owns a jewelry company, and he has a lot of money. But because he has a lot of money, he's able to hire a bunch of people.
Exactly.
He's putting food in their kids' mouths.
Yeah.
He's paying for their insurance. So he's like, the reason why he has so much money, God bless him so much, is because he can help other people, and then that multiplies more.
Bro, yeah, right? No, go for it. I'm gonna look for this thing that I'm saying. In the community, when you're broke, it's frowned upon, not because he's poor, but because hey, you haven't helped as many people as you should. Compared to this guy that he hires people, he helps people, he does this, he does that, and then like that sort of is a measurement to what it is, right? Yeah.
So ahorita que estamos hablando de the whole spark, bro, I think that's the hard part too.
That is.
Like what should I do from the beginning of taking action to that spark where I want to take action, right? Because the Bible says también that faith is dead without works.
Yeah.
Right? So you could have as much faith and say, oh God, I know you can do this, I know you can do this, but if you don't get off your couch and actually do it, then like what do you think happens in here? Or what do you think, is there like a step-to-step process, do you think?
So I'm gonna speak based on my experience and what I'm doing, bro, because obviously like
say it, bro.
I'm in a place where I'm working on myself, you know. So it's like what I'm doing, everything starts, like you say, from your brain, from your mind. Like your mindset. Like it all starts like obviously we all go through problem situations and where sometimes like we deal with a lot of the stuff in our minds, but it's like the moment you learn to control certain let me say this. I feel like the most important thing to control is self-doubt. You know, like because if you control self-doubt, people can say whatever they want. They can say you're not good at this and that. But if you are like really like sure of who you are and what you're doing, it's like you're like, I mean, all I need is the help of God and have like believe in myself. If I believe in myself, then I'll be able to do it. And I spoke about this, bro, in one of my videos on TikTok, right? And I was like, it's crazy because a lot of the times we're depending on other people's approval to achieve our goals and our dreams, but it's like, it's crazy because all we need is our approval. I mean, obviously God's approval, but all we need is for us to believe in ourselves. Because if you don't, nobody's gonna come and help you out. Like if you don't like get up in the morning and do what you want, nobody's gonna come to help you out. Nobody's gonna come to do this and this. I'm gonna open up a little bit, bro. That's something that I've been dealing with anxiety and panic attacks that I deal with sometimes. It's like before I would be so like anxious and call someone to help me out or look for help, but now it's like if I don't take action on my own, then nobody will come and help me. You know, nobody's gonna come and like I mean, obviously people come and help you and out, but nobody's gonna fully understand what you're going through and be there for you and through the hardest moments. So it's like you have to kind of learn to have the mentality that like, okay, I have to love myself, believe in myself. I understand that I can do it, you know, and I don't need to depend on anybody else in order to get there. I know I went a little bit off topic, but look, bro, I found this thing, bro. How you were talking about helping other people, the Jewish, how they believe. There's a saying that says, helping people can make you rich, but solving their problems can make you wealthy. And to me, that's very interesting because something about me is that sometimes we wait for the next big thing. Like we were talking about last time. It's like I used to have the mentality like I want to make the next Facebook. I want to make the next Amazon. The next whatever. The next this. The next that. And it's like, but in reality, it's like, why not just do something that already exists and just make it better, or put your own como sazon, like your own seasoning to it. Like, okay, this is how I do it, and I'm helping people, and I'm becoming wealthy because of that, you know. So I feel like I forgot like the main question you asked me, but I feel like that's like the transition to like understanding like
exactly, because self-doubt is one of the biggest things, because the crazy thing is that when people are old enough to start businesses, they're more mature, they can think on their own, but they've had something repeated in their brain so many times that they start believing it. Right. And that's where self-doubt comes. Because uno puede decir, oh yeah, I believe in myself, myself that, but subconsciously, maybe you don't, because your parents probably told you something repeatedly over so many years and years and years of the same thing that your subconscious believes it, right? And it's crazy porque you can't really know what you're self-doubting until you start like really digging in there. And I was like, and then you're like, whoa, I didn't know I had that. I didn't know I had that. So starting a business really does amplify your past. You know what I mean? And that's the crazy part. But as soon as you start like, dejar el pasado, dejar el self-doubt, repeat to yourselves all the positive stuff. And that's another cool thing, porque in the Bible también dice de que you have to kind of talk to yourself, right? Like kind of like what David used to do and Moses and all those and Joshua. It's that they repeated to themselves who they were, their identity, work on their identity. Not necessarily, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. No, but it was like, okay, no, I am a warrior. I am God's son. I am this, I am that. So then that repetitiveness, your subconscious starts to act over it. And because you have that faith, you start doing things, right? So one of the biggest things, I mean, for example, losing weight, right? the gym people always say like, okay, don't try to like avoid snacks or avoid things like that, but ask yourself, what would a healthy person do? What would a healthy person do? And try to embody that healthy person mindset.
Yeah.
So then all your decisions all over your life are based off of that.
True.
Right? I'm a child of God. All the decisions based off of that. I'm a professional musician. All your decisions are based off of that, right? So it just works on your identity, and then yeah, you're right. A lot of people, they work like, okay, I'm gonna start doing this, and that, and then I'm gonna feel the spark eventually, right? And once they feel that spark, bro, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. It's just smooth sailing after that.
Like, honestly, bro, for me, it's like, I feel like sometimes I just have a hard time with like understanding like I want to make sure that what I'm doing is fulfilling my purpose. You know, like, okay, if I do this, is it really like fulfilling my purpose? But then what we were talking about is just get started in whatever tools you have. You know, maybe you want to launch a website, or maybe you want to do a startup with a website, but you don't have those tools yet. But you might have the tools of, I don't know, like studying or teaching. You're good at teaching. It's like, why not open a business of tutoring, like giving tutoring classes, and then later on maybe you can open an app and help people with like apps, and I mean with tutoring through your app. So it's stuff like that. So it's like, start with what you have, because I feel like I personally, bro, I wanted to start with the tools that I didn't have.
Yeah.
So it's like, I want to go up there, but I literally don't have the tools for it. So it's like, but I have the tools for this. So why not just start doing this? And maybe as I do this, I acquire the tools to go here, and then I get the tools to go there eventually, to go where I want.
Yeah.
Instead of just going like, I have no tools, but I want to get there. But it's like, use whatever you have.
Yeah, the
part,
Bible says exactly that too. Just work with whatever's within your reach.
Yeah.
And a lot of times that can be a 4-year-old at church.
Yeah.
A lot of times that can be a client you have, maybe hace 10 años que you work with them.
Yeah.
That could be that. And that could be the start to something big.
That's true, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's crazy, because it's like, if you think about it, bro, I was making numbers, right? And I was like, all you need is like a few people that you give good quality service to, but they pay a good price, and it's like you'll be able to make much more than what you make in a 9 to 5. And I was like, wait, why am I or people like, why don't we just do that? But it's the same thing. It's because we're so stuck with comfort. Yeah. Because a 9 to 5 is like, okay, you already know what your paycheck is.
You're gonna make it.
Yeah, I already know what my paycheck is gonna be. I already know the type of work I need to do. I wake up and I already have everything planned for myself. So it's like, I think that needs to change too, and where like you need to be your own boss. Like, okay, today I have to complete these tasks, and complete them as if somebody gave them to you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and that's the hard part, porque it's like
yeah,
there's so many distractions out there that if you don't take control of your own mind,
there is, bro.
There's like, okay, I'm gonna just since I don't have to do it, I'm gonna do it later. I'm gonna do it later. But yeah, bro. I mean, thankfully, right now we have a lot of tools. I mean, anybody, right? Yeah. We see 15-year-olds becoming millionaires off of one idea. We see 80-year-olds becoming millionaires because of one idea. I feel like we're living in an age where realmente tenemos todo, everything within our reach. Yeah. For example, that dude that in TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, okay, so if you don't know, there's some guy on TikTok.
Yeah, I got his name, bro.
Yeah, so bro, shut him out. Let all 2 of our viewers, let them know. So it's crazy because he records himself learning the most craziest thing. Yeah. For example, I don't know, like, it looks very convincing, right?
His name is Luke Proof.
Luke Proof.
That's his name on TikTok.
Yeah, Luke Proof. Oh, whoa, that's crazy. When I saw him, he only had like 13,000 or 14,000.
Yeah, bro, he's growing a lot.
And this guy has almost 500,000 now. So what he does is like, okay, today's goal is to learn. For example, all my musician friends out there, there's a song called Flight of the Bumblebee. And that's considered one of the, he's like, el muchacho este, he's like, okay, today I'm going to learn Flight of the Bumblebee. So, right?
Which is considered a hard song,
Is one of the hardest songs out there, right? Because it's so fast.
Yeah.
Pero he's like, I'm going to learn it on clarinet because that's harder than a saxophone.
Yeah.
Right? You know, so like, he's going to learn within a day.
Yeah.
And then he records himself doing it. And bro, he does it. Like he sits down, you know, hours and hours and hours and hours studying how do you play clarinet. What are the movements you need to do on YouTube? Only on YouTube, just him as a computer, his computer. And then at the end, he's like, well, here goes. And then he plays it like kind of perfectly.
Yeah.
And then uno se queda like, dude, I know people that have been playing 20, 30 years, they can't do that. Can't do right? That, what's going on?
And you see it on the comments too.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm a professional musician. Like, what is this, right? And then there's this other one where he's like, my goal today is to make $1,000, right? And then he's like, okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build a website through AI, and then I'm gonna start calling people and calling. And bro, in the first phone calls, they're just hanging up on him, cussing at him, just like no thank you, until one guy he says yes, and then the guy he closes him. He's like, okay, you know, I'm charging $1,600, but for you, I'm having a special for $999. And boom, within like 5 minutes, boom, in 5 minutes he shows the screen $1,000. I was like, bro, that's crazy.
I like it, bro, because when you showed me, it's like it goes to show you that you can literally do it, but you just have to have the ¿cómo se dice? La aptitud, or like the will. The willpower. The willpower to just sit there and do it and achieve it. Bro, but sometimes we're just lazy. That's all it is.
Bro, I was seeing he said he spent over 36 hours. Like, I think he did 18 hours one day. He fell asleep. He woke up and kept working.
Kept going,
But I think I forgot what he was learning, but it was just something ridiculous. That he was able to do it within that time frame. People who take years and years and years and years actually doing it, trying to do that exact thing that he did in 36 hours. You know what I mean? Like, for example, the Flight of the Bumblebee, he learned it in a day. You know what I mean? And clarinet. So clarinet is very hard. But it just comes down to laziness, bro. It just comes down to laziness, complacency, it's self-doubt, all that stuff that que poco a poco we need to start like figuring out how we do it. And there's a part in the Bible that que dice, el que se considere limpio, límpiese más.
Exactly.
So that always speaks to me because I'm like, like sometimes I feel like the best in the world at whatever I'm doing, but then I was like, wait, like I need to keep striving for more. I can't. And sometimes, I do get lazy. Sometimes I do get complacent. Sometimes I do get comfortable. And it like there's a mental battle. Like, no, I have to like keep on going. But I mean, I guess it's all part of that's all part of the journey. You know what I mean?
Like, before we end, bro, I just wanted to say, like I used because when school, right? I always, because this is what I used to do back in the day. Like, that's all I did, study, right? So I used to be wired to study and grind and like do 10 hours like study sessions and
you have that on you. I remember seeing it on YouTube.
I would do live streams. But I remember I would study, I would go to sleep, wake up, study, and then just do all that over and over again. And I loved it, bro, and I was wired for it. And then when I graduated, it felt like, so now what? Now what do I do? And I feel like all that vanished, like all that, like spark that I had, that motivation that I had doing it. But what I'm learning now, because, bro, like I told you, we're always learning about ourselves every day. I learn about myself every day, bro. So something that I've learned is like, I feel like once you find that little bit of like, okay, I want to help people with this, or like, okay, like this seems very interesting to me. Let me go and learn about it. Just like this guy, Luke Proofs. Like, it's like, okay, I found out about, whatever, this. Let me go do a little bit of research. Let me go read about it a little bit. How can I improve? How can I add this to my life to improve myself? It's like, so every time it's like you're adding value to yourself. So next time you talk to someone, it's like, okay, now I know about this topic because I learned about it or I read about it. And it goes to show you that everything you learn is not for granted. It's like you can take from it and keep going with it. And grow from it. My bad, bro. I'm hella tired.
Are you good, bro?
No, I was gonna say something else. Bro, guys, it's almost 12 a.m., guys.
Damn, bro. Yeah, I mean, I guess
Yeah.
one thing we can leave them with is like, okay, I know a lot of people are wired. Okay, tell me what the step to step is.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm supposed to achieve a goal. I know I'm supposed to get rid of self doubt. I know I'm supposed to get closer to God. But like, give me like something. So the way I look at it is, okay, let's say my goal is to save, I don't know, let's say 25 grand by the end of the year, right?
Yeah.
We're filming this in July, almost July, so that gives me 6 months, right? So 25,000 to a lot of people, it's like, whoa, that's a lot of money. So for some people, it's not a lot of money. To some people, it's like impossible, right?
Yeah.
But let's say, okay, that's the goal. So let's split it up into 6 parts. So 6 divided by 25 is 8,000 and some change. So I'm supposed to, no, it's not, what the heck, 4,000 and some change. So it's the I'm supposed to save 4,000 a month.
A month.
So it's like still like, oh geez, that's a lot. Okay, now let's cut that in half. I'm supposed to save 1,000 a week. Which is still a lot, but it's not 25,000. Right? Now the cool thing is about this is that now find something to sell or a service that will get you that $1,000 a week, right? That could be, bro, driving Uber. That could be selling cookies. That could be selling lemonade. That could be, whatever. Or even if you're a musician, giving out classes, doing classes or courses or whatever. But like, if you start giving that $1,000 a week, $1,000 a week, some days you might do $600. Some days you might do $1,200. But at the end of the year, when you look at that money saved, it may not be 25, but it could be 22. It could be 27. It could be 18. Right? But it all started with that small goal, that small brick. Right? That así como exactamente como estás diciendo vos, that small brick, another brick, another brick, another brick. And I think part of when the Bible says, sé fiel en lo poco, and God will put you in much. I think part of it is that también. Like if you're able to do small goals faithfully, small goal, llega un punto you're like, whoa, what the heck? Like, where did this come from? I was just focusing on that one brick. One brick, and then it just turns into something huge, right?
No, definitely, bro. Something like I know like people who are like in church will understand me, and something, bro, like a secret that I can't like not talk about is giving diezmos, bro. That's something that I've experienced on my own, bro. I've experienced it. I remember, bro, like my dad told me one time, like, hey, have you tried to diezmar this and that, and you'll see how like God will help you. And in my mind, I was a little doubtful a little bit. Sometimes I'm not gonna lie, like I was like, man, like really, like does it really help this and that, bro? I started giving my diezmos like faithfully. I mean, sometimes I do like cut short, but it's because it goes out of my control. But like for the most part, bro, I do give it faithfully, right? And it's like I've been noticing a difference in my in my economy. It's like damn, I feel like my money stretches a little bit more than before. But it's crazy because it's like you say, if you give God with the little bit that you have, He will like give you. But obviously you shouldn't be giving because of that. You should be giving because of love, and it's un mandamiento que Dios da. Like you're trying to be obedient to Him. But it definitely does open doors, bro.
It definitely helps.
Open doors. So if you go to church and you're like, this money is for the pastor or it's for the church, or you just let them take control of whatever
it is,
whatever they want. Yeah, it is right. But just let them take control whatever they want with the money. But do it for your own self and your own sake. Like, damn, okay, I'm gonna give these diezmos. Is it? No, it's not. That's not where it says pruébame en esto, right?
Yeah,
it is. Okay, yeah. So it's like try, try him. Okay, God, I'm gonna give my diezmo faithfully, and I'm just gonna believe in you. I'm gonna believe in whatever you say, even though there might be some doubt, but I'm just gonna believe. So it's like, and you'll start noticing that, because I definitely noticed it, bro. When I started diezmando and giving ofrenda, it's like I noticed that like the money como que abunda un poquito más.
That's awesome.
Bro, I couldn't not say it, bro. My bad.
No, it's cool, bro. It's cool. We get it. We get it.
If you want me to cut this out, just tell me.
Nah, bro. diezmen más. Diezman con sus iglesias. Now that's important, bro.
No, yeah,
That's
it,
very
it
important.
really is, bro.
That's
really,
good.
really
That's
is.
good. Jóvenes,
We are done, guys.
we are done, bro. What a long day,
Bro.
We just wanted to shoot a. I mean, I
Yeah.
feel like this one went good.
I love this, bro.
This one was
It's good.
really
It's good. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing, right?
Yeah.
I think we just did it too because honestly, I did not want to record this today, bro.
Honestly, no. I'm like, I mean, you guys can see we're tired. I went to work. Like, I have my job and we did other stuff, and then now we're
He
doing
has
this.
to wake up at.
I have to wake up at like 5:30 to go to work, but it's like I don't know. I really enjoy doing these like videos.
Yeah,
So it's
and then
like,
as soon as we started, we were both like, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
exactly.
This is what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
So
So please subscribe, guys.
please, just like
Nah, but
bonus,
no, that's it. You got anything else to say, bro?
bro.
That's it.
Just write out your goals and may God bless you guys in each step of what you do. Porque I know like servimos un Dios fiel, we serve a powerful God that like does cool things, but there's nothing He can work with until we are able to give ourselves to Him.
Yeah.
Because if we always put our barrier of ego, a barrier of sin, a barrier of this, a barrier of that, I mean, as loving and beautiful as He is, He's not going to do it because there's nothing to work with.
Yeah,
you know what
definitely.
I mean? But I mean, yeah,
Bro, that's
sean
so
fieles
true.
and
Damn.
bro, should we do another half an hour
Bro,
right now?
now that you said this, I remembered about something. But I'm gonna leave it for the next podcast.
Oof.
Next podcast, we're gonna talk about that.
Cliffhanger.
All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this podcast. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share it with family, friends, and like leave a comment. Like honestly, like genuinely, like if you got it this far, just
Yeah, we were
let's put
curious. Like,
something.
let's share something. Like, oh, I had a goal of this and I did this.
Yeah.
Because you never know, it could help somebody. That's the whole reason why we're doing this, sharing
Exactly.
experiences.
Yeah.
So it may be out there somebody that can need help or somebody that like, that will need help.
Definitely.
I hope this helps.
Yeah, definitely. All right, but thank you guys for watching. Why did I say like that? All right then, guys.
Bro, you're tired. Bro,
All right,
you're
guys.
tired.
I appreciate you watching this video.
Sway talk.
We'll catch you guys the next week.
God bless you guys.
All right, peace.
Peace.
We did it, bro. We did it. We did it.
To these Oreos, bro.
We're gonna get Oreos and what's it called? Milk. I'm ready, bro.